First stage. Select music. Select music.
This is the Wake and Bake Vibes with Killer Strider. You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes every Thursday. Come join us and catch some vibes. Spark one.
First stage.
It's a trap.
The swag dripping, I brag different. Bazokala nga amutin double ntwana just so lean. The verse clean, Zulu bass on creatine. Angela ntwana you might OD. Kick game, Bruce Lee. Roll up like MT. Chillin' pan, it's kind of cheese. Musulo kumtega please, I got no for no enemies. Yeah shit. Gasoline, no night tele punches or klaga. Rap game in Octaga. I'm killing the game, let's paga. Figure the pity upon. Mina ngizofaka umnotho ngiphume ungakhohlwa ngizama ukucover iscore. I pray God for the progress. Get money with no stress. This dance so good I had to put it on reverse. Aye, reverse, throw in the air. Reverse, take your time. Reverse, Millie rock. Reverse, hit the quan. Reverse, pause. Reverse, run with it. Reverse, swag. Reverse, reverse, throw in the air. Reverse, take your time. Reverse, Millie rock. Reverse, hit the quan. Reverse, pause. Reverse, run with it. Reverse, swag. Reverse, I told you niggas I'm the greatest. Life has changed, so I'm saying hi to the haters. Sebe Vula Mehla reached out to the fakers. Ain't no problem now, I'm chilling with the realest. Yes, I'm about to kill it. Cela ninga rasipari hambo puza mat. Ngoba masenqedelana ntwana nizoshona phansi. Obheke ngiphume gas, musulokhu uthatha chance. Khali themba lama khumbo shaya bona spetty vibe. I'm Scoop Mac with the fashion. I'm under the hottest man, Instagram, no gassing. Nkuluma kulu, now I'm putting y'all in caskets. I'm reaching my peak, oh Lord knows my passion. Future life I'm cashing, I'm eating out, no napkin. Boss up like tips, bro, show love, no acting. Push fun, stack it, I had to run it on reverse. I'm on now, bitch, your feelings hurt. I think I got it, yeah. I think I got it, yeah. Ay, reverse, throw in the air. Reverse, take your time. Reverse, Millie Rock. Reverse, hit the quan. Reverse, pause. Reverse, run with it. Reverse, swag. Reverse, reverse, throw in the air. Reverse, take your time. Reverse, Millie Rock. Reverse, hit the quan. Reverse, pause. Reverse, run with it. Reverse, swag. Reverse, reverse. Siyabangena.
You are now listening to the Wake and Bake
Solo
Vibes.
Nation. It's a solo nation. Everywhere you look, we on location. I remember way back. You ain't have no swag. You did a little research. Now you got a moon bag. Now you got a new walk. Now you got new swag. You did a little research. Now you got a moon bag. Well, let me show you what the moon bag's like. You take them gains when it gets that high. I mean, the market may dip for a little bit. That's when I hurry up and buy. I just want to rub them thighs. I like my oatmeal chunky. But that's all it is. Shit, you're talking about the blockchain market. It's a solo nation. It's a solo nation. 24/7, 365. Gorillas, we on location. She don't really do the shit coins. Well, maybe a little Bitcoin. I'm just playing little punks. Before you get your panties in a bunch, man, you messing with an OG. And on the real, you should probably get to know me. And then go do your research. Then do it again. Fact check that, that's a tip that you owe me. It's on the ledger, you can show me. And boy, I'ma never stop. We talking no gas fees, and I'm waiting on a Corium airdrop. I remember way back. You ain't have no swag. You did a little research. Now you got a moon bag. Now you got a new walk. Now you got new swag. You did a little research. Now you got a moon bag. I was lit when I got my first wushu. I mean, I was going crazy. Kill. You see Ripple in the track style. And XRP be the choo-choo. Solo Genesis. Ain't nobody hot as us. Chill, I'm gonna race y'all. Dope like Darius. What would you do for an NFT? What would you do for OG? Me, I'ma do whatever. But I'ma never giving up my private key. Looking at my astronauts, waiting to meet Bob on a spaceship. I mean, it's right on the tip of my tongue. I mean, so damn close, I can taste it. Crypto got me going insane. Crypto got me with Mary and Jane. We got a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and now we going multi-chain. And Jenna X got her moon boots on. Hey, adios, gotta go. But do me one favor. Don't forget Fabio. I remember way back. You ain't have no swag. You did a little research. Now you got a moon bag. Now you got a new walk. Now you got new swag. You did a little research. Now you got a moon bag.
Second stage.
The government will be on his shoulders, not as a politician. Jesus. The dawn of repentance follows conviction and submission. The silver and dross are both within us, awaiting God's division. The problem of sin is real, so we must surrender daily. We come to him as children. He instructs a growing baby. Learning not to walk in sin, I'm like Bartimaeus. Save me! He gives sight to the blind. But I need to be shown the way, the way that pleases him. Trying to learn the way that Jesus lived. Free will means I don't need to sin as soon as I believe in him. But he continues to give us the choice, moment to moment, providing a way out if I will take the time to notice. He shows us where the road is, but we gotta walk it.
Wake and Bake Vibes.
He paved the way to salvation, even though our behavior was out of pocket. Gave us the invitation to the banquet, paid for it out his pocket. But how do we walk in? Sanctification is now the process. This is sanctification. I could be wrong, I'm used to it. I'm working out my salvation with fear and trembling. So cue the music, he navigates the path that I'm on. I'm learning to move through it, this is sanctification. And you choose what you want to do with it. The fact is, I was missing it. I didn't know what submission is. Said a prayer and got baptized, but didn't change like this is it. Confession leads to repentance. Repentance means to turn from sin. The Spirit teaches the lesson, then submission lets me learn from him. Repentance means that God offered a change in my perception. My accepting this blessing is to die and be resurrected. I die to my behaviors, my idea of what's best, and let the Spirit take my heart of stone and replace it in my chest. I guess that everything inside of me is being put to test and checked against the answer key that he's handing me for my questions. This is what the scripture means when it says that it's correction. I could choose to be deceived or believe and receive the blessing of his presence inside of me. I live for him and die to me. Change is painful like the King of Heaven coming violently. Like in a mirror darkly, I can see that he is near. And this is what it's like to be baptized by water and the Spirit. This is sanctification. I could be wrong, I'm used to it. I'm working out my salvation with fear and trembling. So cue the music, he navigates the path that I'm on. I'm learning to move through it, this is sanctification. And you choose what you want to do with it. My interpretation of his words still is imperfect. Heavenly communication is like a new language that I've been learning. I'm crying out for the fire of Messiah inside of me burning. Ezekiel 36:25, purified for his purpose. Saved by grace and not by works. There's no way that I could earn it. By my faith in Jesus Christ, I am righteous, holy, and perfect. Justified, regenerated, sanctified, he demonstrated his design for his kingdom. Died to self, become a servant. I was worthless, but he valued me. He loves the ones he's made. Something only costs as much as someone else is willing to pay. When he gave his life that day, it allowed for me to change. Now the curse is broken, I have hope in him. That's where my focus is. These chains don't have a hold on me. They all will fall away. He leaves behind the 99 to find the one that got away. He calls us out the grave, so we are no longer slaves. I am being sanctified because I've been saved. I've been saved. I've been saved. I've been saved by his grace, by his mercy. I've been saved. I've been saved. I'm saved. Saved.
You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes every Thursday. Come join us and catch some vibes. Spark one.
Never made your money. We yes and check. Yes and check. Yeah. Two tech, two index, no stress. Sit back and relax. They get the bank rolling like a merry-go to start spinning. I get a bank roll that's pancakes, I'm flipping. I'm leveraged up, DCA while it's dipping. Doubled up on my position, double bottom, that's pimping. Church, two tech, two index, that's religion. Yeah. It's an EYL lifestyle that we live in. Rather be rich than be famous, but they keep screaming, come entertain us. It's a marathon, niggas stay dangerous. If I ever made you money, we yes and check. Yes and check. Yes and check. Yes and check. Two tech, two index, no stress. Sit back and relax. If I ever made you money, we yes and check. Yes and check. Yes and check. You gotta earn your leads. Step by step. No time to fall back. In the bear market, I'm bullish, but still a fantasy in red. Means getting green, that's the game, but I bet them dividends will keep you fed. In the bull market, I'm cashing out, leaving slow money with the bag. Boy, I meet you back down at retracements. This the new digital dash, cash, money bling bling type shit. No limit, make them say on tight rich. Pick and roll with the market rotation. Don't get caught reaching, no chasing. The true transfer of wealth is through patience. Shout out to the EYL nation. Either Ian Dunlap got a crystal ball, or we live in a simulation. That's fact. If I ever made you money, we yes and chat. Yes and chat. Yes and chat. Yes and chat. Two text, two index, no stress. Sit back and relax. Yes and chat. You gotta earn your leisure. Step by step. No time to fall back. In the bear market, I'm bullish. Still a fantasy in red. Means getting green, that's a game, but I bet the dividends keep you fed. In the bull market, I'm cashing out. Leaving slow money with the bag. I meet you back down at retracements. It's the new digital dash, cash. Money bling bling type shit. No limit, make them say all tight rich. Pick and roll with the market rotation. Don't get caught, no chasing. You transfer wealth is through patience. Shout out to the EYL nation. Either Ian Dunlap got a crystal ball, or we live in a simulation. Walking in on Monday. Big trap energy. The 19 keys to the game.
100 combos.
Rapping on the shit like what's got
5 100 combos.
Yes,
100 combos.
Alright.
This is Wake and Bake Vibes, Killer Strike.
The boosting, Uncle Scrooge man. All this the head with the feet, clarity juicing. Any matty ducks in RDC, my steak is proofing. DYORXRP, stop being foolish. The boosting, Uncle Scrooge man. All this the head with the feet, clarity juicing. Any matty ducks in RDC, my steak is proofing. DYORXRP, stop being foolish. XRP bags and Lady E, really the truth, man. That's my favorite verse since I got the word out how superb. Digital assets is in my life. Uncle Scrooge, how I'm living my life. Swimming in coins and XRP drops. Your dust ain't in a row, then you can't cost. So much in style. I can join release. These are the feet when I roam these streets. XRP event, this ain't XRP. This is them rich. That's the rest when I'm in my flying car with the jets and flex. Create the hole, rich the coin, man, I got it in ball. Sticking my coins, boy, I'm in the end zone. St. Louis round like a Marshall Fall. Billin' in the hall like Sharif Abdur. XRP in Turkey like Mehmet Okur. Smoking on Zaza, bustin' that cha-cha. They miss that plain boat train, tryna FOMO and with that rah-rah. Man, cause we hit our goals, bust them like Kaka. My XRP Foxy, she gave me ill nana. Now I'm in my zone, wallet on me like ha ha. Wow wow, wow wow, ayy. The boosting, Uncle Scrooge man.
Second stage.
The head with the feet, clarity juicing.
Second stage.
RDC, my steak is proofing. DYORXRP, stop being
XRP.com, gotta get yourself a zom. If you tryna get your duck, then RDC is what you want. Talking low fees, you'll need medic. Lady ducks are enigmatic. Sticking house, flip it acrobatic. Got more perks if you are fanatic. NFTs, RDCs, all you need. Better plant the seeds if you don't succeed. We'll be rich as duck, I'll be stacking up. Can't catch them fast enough, ramp it up. Watching on my back's fatting up. Get your ducks in the row. The duck goose, here we go. Running circles, chasing dough. ERC replacing those. XRP is the one. When it's all said and done, they gon' love living here. Generational well. Play the cards that I'm dealt. Watch a hater face melt. SEC case failed. Saw the ass tape bell. Rich ducks pay scales unreal. When the scale is done deal.
The boosting, Uncle Scrooge man. All this the head with the feet, clarity juicing. Any man it does in RDC, my steak is proofing. DYORXRP, stop being foolish. The boosting, Uncle Scrooge man. All this the head with the feet, clarity juicing. Any man it does in RDC, my steak is proofing. DYORXRP, stop being foolish.
House at AOL, you seen the Phoenix, you seen the Bear, you seen it clear. Right here where I'm supposed to be. Jump in that pool, got liquidity. With them ducks, don't get ducked up. The chosen flock, each of you was chosen like Duck Goose. In the vault, we shooting hoops. Every day we taking shots, then take a dip. Got a ripple pool, and it's hella full with diamonds and jewels. Shout out my ducks who made it through. David Schwartz, season 1, he wrote the ducks and now the money gone. Where'd it go? Crypto, XRP, digital currencies, utilities. I'm on a buying spree. You can find me going Pac-Man, going bag man, eating bags. I need a nap, man. Gas cans and rocket ships, UFOs, all of it. This a permanent. Call in through the firmament that was blocking. Now we passed the veil, we unlocked it.
You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes.
Some call it ganja. Captain Rootsy, real ganja farmer. Advocate for the cannabis. Peaceful protest like an activist. Natty dread never count herb. Closing the pot shop, in a the COVID. Money monopoly, ganja atrocity. It's only a crime if you can't have a dime. For every 25-point piece, that's fine. Taxing the herb, no smelling, no healing. Expensive price in a corporate deal. A receipt from your big brother to make sure he got him cut out the deal. But not long ago, Mr. Babylon ran through my caddy with a dog. Big long club, all on my seat. The ransack my car and I search for it. And it's funny how all the herb shop in the black community got shut down. But the ones uptown, I'm still around. But I know some folks who are still locked down. So the criminals become the pioneer. Them pave the way, now them locked in chains. American ways are a pirate's game. You're the pro and divide the game. It's marijuana, some call it ganja. It's a war anyway, so the ganja farmer advocate for the cannabis. Peaceful protest like an activist.
Let's go! Let's go!
You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes.
500 combos.
Get into this cryptocurrency, it's going up. You should join this cosmic wave with the team, we going up. Zaha with angels, yeah, we doing things, bruh. Man, our NFTs and get you some cool stuff, yeah. Y'all better quit playing and join this wave, is all I'm saying. These NFTs are going up, we ain't playing. Angels is the team and Killer on the beat. Goose Park on this vocal, yeah, this hits out so you need Zaha. Cause the ripple effect. Grab your team and let's board this jet art. Upload it today. Read and educate. Don't get played. Money comment always. Drop it in the T. Support me. Get your beats from me. I'ma lace you up. Who's the name? You know what's up. Side house they going
I got my shirt from Kansas. America to the canvas. I got it all for myself. I don't care what you say. I'm protecting my damn nigga. It's over the soul of the middle. And then my hair. Pulling up on. You know that I'm dirty. Small eyes, my turn now. Start killing the bull. There's in the bull, but I'm going to look at the wall. Turn it up, please turn it on me. I'm going to look at it. Take a look at it.
This is the Wake and Bake Vibes with Killer Strider.
These Venusians love this Martian. He's fly as hell, a lead carpet. Rich to death like a blinged out coffin. No dentist, I ain't flossing, I'm so ahead. Coin tossing, I'm a fucking villain. So Batman's who I'm robbing. No Joker, got you niggas up in poker. All about the dough, Homer, yeah, he's a Friday flow so much, he was a rugrat, now he's all grown up. Me and Zach worked this out, all toned up, no printers. He's ratting wild. Trying to get this bread, following Hansel and Gretel's path. Nah, I ain't stopping. This is just the first lap. Old dancing. She's a freak, she just pulled down my pants, but she just got turned on. I light switch lamp on the gold TV. Future behind the camera flash, I own house with hand plans, college campus. And living so amazing, we're in our own movies, creating our own entertainment and envisioning, entertaining, making music to leave a mark, sustaining. Yeah, this nigga so unplugged, flows draining. Let's go. Super Mario flow star power, her head game is so cool.
So never, never interrupt me, okay? Not if there's a fire. Not even if you hear the sound of a thud from my home, and 1 week later, there's a smell coming from there that can only be a decaying human body. And you have to hold a hanky to your face because the stench is so thick that you think you're gonna faint. Even then, don't come knocking.
These Venusians love this Martian. He's fly as hell, Aladdin's carpet. Brushed to death like a blinged out coffin. No dentist, I ain't flossing, I'm so ahead. Coin tossing, I'm a fucking villain. So Batman's who I'm robbing. No Joker, got you niggas bluffing poker.
100 combo.
Homer, yeah, he's a stride flow so much. He was a rugrat, now he's all grown up. Me and Zach worked this out, all toned up, no grinners. These rats ain't wise, master sprinter like an athlete on the track, trying to get this bread, following Hanson and Griddle's path. Nah, I ain't stopping, this is just the first lap. Old dancer, she's a freak, she just pulled down my pants, but she just got turned on. I light switch lamp on the road, TV happy camper, bright future behind the camera flasher. I only fuck with girls who have class, college campus. Isn't living so amazing? We're in our own movies, creating our own entertainment. Envisioning, entertaining, making music to leave a mark, sustaining. Yeah, this nigga so unplugged, flows draining. Let's go. Super Mario flow star power. Her head game is so cum louder. I'm on bars, level like Bowser. I'm so brief like what's under my trousers. Yeah, girl, you the bomb, I'm the terrorist. You got that milkshake killer shit. Stack overflow, never declare the shit. Arachnid 8-legging it. She wanna hang like the chain on my earring. Sick flow is so hilarious. Little bitches biting fire. Terrier. She pick me, but I block a barrier. I'm never gonna stop stamina. Blow out the cushion, crack a smile for the cameras. Fuck the police, we just got our middle fingers up.
Getting money faster. Getting money faster. Cash up. Getting money faster. Get the bitches, get your cash up.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome to another weekly dose of the Wake and Bake Vibes. I'm your host, Kamikaze, aka Killer Strider, and we have another great episode in store for you. But as usual, all the music that was being played was directly from the Sonar Music platform, where all the artists are getting paid in real time. So we have a special guest today, and before I bring them on stage, I'll be playing a song by them so that we can, give them a warm welcome. So this is one of my favorite songs on the platform right now. It's real hard. Hope you guys enjoyed as much as I do enjoy this song. It's real hard. Let's get into it and then bring our guest on to the stage. Let's get it.
I've been all gas, no brakes, like
A high-speed chase, hoping one day I make it to the top. I just need the time and the place. Trust me, don't make that mistake. Running out of time, can't wait. What they better than the day? Time to execute this $1 million plot. My OG told me, Jay, you ain't gon' make it with that mindset. Move a little different, try to hit them with a sidestep. Going through the motions, knowing that it ain't my time yet. If you ain't went all in and lost it all, you ain't alive yet. I'm over their head, I'm over here breaking down the concepts. Two sides to every story, let me a little context. Put some in my system, and ain't shit I can't do. Even if it's a race to die, bitch, I can't lose. 100 miles and running, I might need to change shoes. If I want it, I'ma get it. There ain't shit I can't do. Been so focused on this man, I told the blood to bring two. If they pull me over, it's over. All the shit in plain view. Dog, I've been all gas, no brakes, like a high-speed chase. Hoping one day I make it to the top. I just need the time and the place. Trust me, don't make that mistake. I can get that this ain't what you want. Better give me everything you got. Running out of time, can't wait. What they better than the day. Time to execute this $1 million plot. Feel like my life on replay. Believe my lies make them true. I'm thinking about too deep, only my mind's in the room. Still waiting on my moment, it felt like time didn't move. I'm stuck all in my ways, I had to try something new. Everybody know I've been down, ain't got a lot, none of you. If it's one thing about chat, no, I'm gon' grind, it's what I do. They wonder why I stay off gold. I'm from where they shoot for fun. There's all this madness in the world, like it's what make it run. And I've been waiting on better days, they won't even give me one. I'm sick of real life, can I go back to being young and dumb? This might be all I'm ever gonna be, but I ain't giving up. I know I ain't perfect, but I'm trying, that shit got for some. I've been all gas, no brakes, like a high-speed chase. Hoping one day I make it to the top. I just need the time and the place. Trust me, don't make that mistake. I can guarantee that this ain't what you want. Better if it's beef, you ain't safe. I ain't scared to get your case. Pocket check, give me everything you got. Running out of time, can't wait. What they better than the day? Time to execute this $1 million plot.
Hey, that was a fire one right there by my guest today. Would you like to introduce yourself to the Wake and Bakers? First of all, welcome to the Wake and Bake Vibes, where everything is all blockchain. So would you like to introduce yourself to the Wake and Bakers?
Yeah, what's up, man? Thanks for having me on, bro. Check Banchero, man. The man, the myth, the legend. You know, you got me up on stage, man. So I appreciate it. But yeah, man, I'm just a musician from down here in Florida. Live in Ocala, you know, but really started rapping, you know, down in Orlando, about an hour away. And you know, just kind of been moving at it, you know, through the ups and downs of being an independent artist, dude, you know. Um, there's been times I picked it back up and put it back down, and right now it's full speed, dude. All gas, no brakes, like a high speed chase, you know.
Yeah, man, like that song is real fire. First of all, we're gonna get more into like you know, your music career and how you know got into Web3 space. But before we get into that, how did you even get into music? How did you start like your music career?
Man, I mean, I don't know about starting my music career, but I mean, the thought of it is really just boils down to I came from like a back porch, you know, singing along with the radio all night long family, you know, so a lot of karaoke at the cookout, dude. And then, you know, you start rapping or singing over some of the songs that you just love, you know, growing up. So it's a whole different list of songs than I would pick now, but yeah, just kind of covering stuff and just saying, hey, dude, I don't want this all to be a waste of time. Let me put out a CD, you know, and then it's like, oh, I already put one out, you know, let me put another one out. Like that one sucks. And then you just keep going.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's basically how music should be. It should be like just keep on going no matter what, and don't look back, because looking back just kind of stops you from getting to the end goal or to the destination. And I guess a lot of musicians who are getting into like the music side of things, they tend to look back too much, and that kind of hinders them from being like moving forward and getting more creative with it. um so it's like a crazy process being a musician. Sometimes you gotta do a whole lot in order to keep that creative flow going. Speaking of like creativity, so how would you describe like your sound, your music sound?
I used to have this kind of tied down. When I would talk about the hip hop, I would say it was, a lot of it came from like the Northeast. Growing up in Boston and everything kind of dictated who some of my first favorite rappers were, and kind of more into the like the music I used to make used to kind of have that 90s hip East Coast hip hop New York feel to it. Now it's a little more complicated, dude, because you're not going to make the same kind of music forever. So I try to do a little bit of everything now. Even some rock music and all kinds of crazy shit. So it's hard to say, but I guess if I had to put one artist's name on it, maybe in a little MGK style. You never know if I'm gonna rap
Mhm.
or pick the guitar up.
Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, like I actually do appreciate like diverse artists, and yeah, it's pretty hard like as an artist yourself to kind of categorize or box yourself in, trying trying to like keep it more diverse. So I get you, I get you there. Um, so how did you get into the Web3 space though? How did you even get introduced to like the blockchain space and Web3? Um, and yeah, how's it going for you?
So initially, it had nothing to do with music at all because I was in a like, okay, I'm not a musician anymore phase. It was really just as a Bitcoin investor during COVID. So just buying in those low teens and being glued to the charts. Was really what got me in the spaces. And then, you get to that time of the day where everybody splits up and they go and do their own thing, and you go, oh, there's other stuff out here. Okay, I like music. Let me go see what this submit your music space is. Like, I didn't know any of these people were blockchain musicians. I thought they were just people like doing open mics. And then come to find out, a lot of this stuff is really
Mhm.
cool, dude. So kind of got into it from there.
Awesome. So, when you got into like the music side of things, like what got you more into like exploring the blockchain music side of things? What really brought you into uploading and releasing music into the Web3 music space?
Yeah, honestly, dude, um, one of the biggest factors was just the lack of I don't know if you want to say reach or success. I felt like my music wasn't getting heard anyway. So I had a couple of buddies that knew people that were making music on here, like on the Cardano side and stuff. And he was like, "Look, if you're gonna put it on YouTube and you're gonna get 34 to 300 views, like you might hit, I might have been hitting 500 views twice a year, dude. You know, but turns out maybe a lot of that was just people didn't know me. You got to put a face to it, dude. Sometimes they don't
Yeah.
even want to learn about the music out here, man. They want to learn about what your favorite color is. It's weird, but
Yeah, like people want to get a deep dive into like their artists and get up close and personal with them. And you know what? I feel like that's kind of like the downfall, or like the bad side of like the internet and being an artist in this day and age is like, the fans now get a up close and personal point of view of you and not really appreciate the music more. They want to get to know you more and like kind of feel like they are part of your everyday life in some way. So you kind of have to, show them everything, and that's the thing. That's what gets you views now. And once people get to know you on a personal level, I guess that's when they want to, get into your music, because then they feel like, okay, I know Check a bit more. Yeah, since I know him personally, I think I can listen to his music more on a deeper level. And sometimes it's cool, but like at the same time I feel like, oh, this could potentially just ruin an artist overall, because there's no mystery for that artist. That's what I think about it. So what's your thoughts on that, like being an artist and having to, always be on the internet in some way, and get your fans engaged with your supporters or your listeners like almost on a regular basis?
Yeah, it's complicated for sure because you want to balance it, and I've kind of circled back to this exact thought, circle or whatever you want to call it, recently because I've been trying to think of how to add more value into the music NFT, and
Mm-hmm.
we're already given so much, dude. As far as just accessibility in general, there's almost no, if you hold this, like, there's no interest in somebody getting a private meet and greet with me because you can come on Twitter and talk to me at least a couple times a day,
Yeah.
like, and not only that, but we're all in open mics and we're playing our music out there too. So there's a slick little way where you can follow your favorite artists around or show up to the same spaces, every week and just hear them play anyway, dude. And pretty much be the platinum collector that we're looking for, that, some of those NFTs to token gate. Definitely trying to navigate it. That's a good question. I can't. I think I'm at a rug for a second. I think I'm good now, though.
Yeah. um yeah. I did catch a bit of the ending, but yeah, like I think yeah. It kind of leads me to the next question that I have for you, which is, what you think of the Web3 space. But when I think of it as, it's still fairly new, and people are still trying to get to understand it. And the whole NFT space too is definitely new. Of course, the like the profile picture side of things and creating value with art in that sense, like visual art is somewhat people getting an understanding of that. But when it comes to the music side, it's like a whole different ball game. And I'm definitely gonna, we're definitely gonna like speak more on the the music side of things. But I do want to know, like, what are your thoughts on like the Web3 music space though? Well, how, like, what's your views on how it is currently, and where do you think it's gonna go?
Right now, and I guess I could preface it by saying I haven't quite been in here on any music level for more than 10 months, maybe nine, maybe 11, but definitely less than a year out here. And I can say, I mean, I don't know if I'm qualified to say if it's in a better place, but there's options that just weren't available when I first came in. So, before I keep going, you can hear me?
Yeah, can hear you.
Oh, okay. I was making sure I wasn't rugging again. Yeah, dude. So I don't know if we're in a worse place or a better place, but there's definitely more options out there. Like when I came in, the only thing I knew was that you could upload like on Sound XYZ, and there was some like mystery thing on Cardano that I still don't even know where they upload over there. But within being in the spaces for a couple of weeks, not necessarily trying to even be the Web3 artist. I was just trying to get Duckset to, play one of my links. I'm just like an artist out there pushing YouTube links, dude. But what I was able to do when I came in, man, like right away, just got, a lot of support and a lot of embrace, like from communities that, normally I probably wouldn't have joined them, and they probably would have never listened to the music. But once they started to get to know me through all the Web3 things that I was doing with Duckset in the beginning, it made them want to, just buy it for that, you know. So we're definitely in a better place. And, I had no idea, half of the stuff you guys were doing. I mean, the DMs we've had. And there's artists that like I look up to out here on like a they're doing like I think they're doing things really unique and really good, and they don't even know that they can get paid for streams instantly on Sonar Muse. And that one sale on in the Web3 realm is worth blah 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 1,000 streams or million, depending wherever you price it. So being independent's possible now.
Yeah, that's a like beautiful side of the Web3 space that I think a lot of artists haven't really tapped into as yet. And you're right in the sense that you know uh, there is a lot of value. There is a lot of value to come, and we definitely exploring new territory as artists, especially if you're independent, because we are seeing this kind of thing of artists having trouble making ends meet in the Web 2 side of things, where artists now have to have a minimum of 1,000 streams on a streaming platform in order to start making money. 1,000 streams for a song, at least for one song, and then you start earning from it. And that doesn't even help you in some way to like at least make ends meet. It's just like a few pennies that you'll be making from that. And like Web3 just gives you that freedom to take control of your music, definitely. And yeah, the whole process of Web 2, I feel, and I iterate this quite a lot, is that like Web 2 is more so you trying to find your audience. It's you actually just trying to create your identity and find your people who will listen to your music. And then the Web 3 is more about like community and having maybe those people that you found in the Web 2 space just transition and support you even more. And they are the ones now to push you more than you market yourself. Now it's more so you as an artist just creating music for that community that you have, and they just kind of have an input for your music in a way. And yeah, like there are some amazing platforms out there. I'm still yet to look into more of the platforms in the Web 3 space. But yeah, what we do at Sonar Muse is more so just trying to help artists, you know, get their fair share in the music space and receive as much as they can, so you create the value for your music as an artist, and your fans can also create that value for you, especially when it comes to the NFT side. But when it comes to the streaming side, it's more so you creating that value and receiving your worth in your music. So we're trying to bridge the Web 2 side with the Web 3 side. So we have like the streaming side, which is Web 2, and then like the NFTs and tokenization side, which is Web3. So we kind of are the best of both worlds, and that's how we've decided to design and develop the platform. um you did speak about Duckset. Like I do see that you have like a project, or you work with Duckset. Is it Duckset the Diplo Quacks, right? Is that
Yeah,
is
man.
that
Web
like a
3 radio, man. 7 to 10 a.m. every day, man.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, like you guys have an interesting, vibe going on. Is that a name of a group, or is that just one person? Is Duck said the Diplo Quacks his full name, or is like the Diplo Quacks part of like the group? Is that like the name of the group or something?
Right. Okay. So, and mind you, this is like I was saying earlier. This is exactly how I came in. I didn't know that other people weren't
Mm,
Diplaquacks and all these other crazy names. I go, okay, like this is how you have to do it. So, um, Duckset is a whole group of like way super relevant artists out here that have all stepped into these little duck roles and made songs, you know. So I was Quack Lamore for the Sonar Muse drop, No Spring Chicken.
mm,
You got Kodak Quack, pretty much leading the way. You got Captain Quack. You got Duck Dodger. There's so many, but it's not all full time. Everybody, steps into that. They get
mm.
into that 3D avatar and they go crazy.
Yeah, it's fire though. And like it, like the name kind of is like a play on words. So like Dipset, the Dipset crew,
Yeah,
and
and
I
that's
was like,
exactly what
yo,
it was. Yeah, everything was lighthearted on that end, but it's a bunch of like real artists that make real songs, man. And he does all the production and all the the mix and mastering, and he'll help you publish it all too. So he's a big
mm,
onboarder for Web3 musicians for sure.
yeah, shout out to those who are trying to get people on board, which kind of leads me to another question, which is um what do you think are the differences between like releasing music on the web 2 side and the web 3 side?
When I before I knew how to even do a NFT music drop, like a lot of people, judging by how new we are overall, I mean, all we needed was some album art and a song that sounded good, and we were usually paying
Mm,
somebody to do the art. We're paying some dude, 30 to 80, $120 or something. He's giving us a cool little thing, and we're off and running. But out here, trying to figure out how to do that was kind of hard, kind of confusing. Definitely messed up a couple of drops, or like didn't capitalize on it at the right time.
mhm.
But thinking that it was like Web 2 and you could just upload, 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 upload. You know, you got to strategically do a lot of things out here. I think that's one of the main differences.
Yeah, it is more so. Yeah, you have to be super, as web 2 is also about like strategy and planning. Web 3 is also about that, but you could be free with it at the same time. But it's more so you need to try and incentivize people, or yeah, get them to feel like they're getting value out of what you're putting out there. And when it comes to that aspect of like the web 3 environment and releasing music, I feel like it should be similar to the web 2 side, where you can do like dropping and dropping without having the hassle of like you know having to how could I say it? I shouldn't feel
Yeah,
like
without, I mean,
really.
you have to do this like this game, where you're
Mm,
it's a lot of price discovery going on where you got to figure out what you're even gonna value it at, and then you got to figure out,
mm,
how to make it unique. Because there's nothing worse than
yeah,
gamifying the same thing the same way every time.
true, yeah. um and that's a beauty about, like, I feel like that's a beauty about like the XRPL at the same time, is like there is ways for you to actually, let's say XRP is like the native token, but there is a way for you to price your things, of course, in terms of like maybe dollars, if you feel like you want to just have a fixed currency that doesn't fluctuate too much. Then you could use a stable coin, and then allow people to with uh what they have within in their wallets, and you still receive whatever currency you've set. Like, if you set dollars and somebody has casino coin, they can pay you like your $5 worth for your music with casino coin, and you'll still receive $5 within your account instead of casino coin. And that's the beauty about like the XRPL. I find that to be like the most interesting thing about like being in a Web3 space, especially on the XRP ledger. Um, and yeah, like I feel like uploading music here in the Web3 space should be similar to the Web2 side. It shouldn't be completely different, but the only thing that should be different is just having options to, will say you want to mint an NFT, or let's say you want to tokenize your music in some way. That's the only thing. And of course, setting a price, because on the other streaming platforms, when you use a distributor, you don't really set the price for your music. They set it for you. They choose a price for your music, whereas in Web3, you can do that yourself. So yeah, those are my views on like the differences, but I feel like it overall should be the same, especially for people who are used or accustomed to the Web2 side of things. They should kind of have a normal feel of like being able to upload music without it being too complicated for them. And that's something, you know I should uh, uh stress a lot about what Sonar Muse is trying to do as well. The platform does have the Web2 side and then the Web3 side of things. So I will in a few just show how to upload music on the platform. I think that's a good segue, like to kind of show artists how to actually upload music on the platform and how it
Yeah, and I
works, and
just
the
yeah,
upload.
yeah, my bad. Just real quick, wanted to add that it's only it really isn't inherently complicated, but it can get complicated when you start trying to inject a lot of things into your metadata for to kind of bring on value. So I will say that, but
Mm.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, true. It is something like a challenge when it comes to that. Yeah, let me just get into a brief upload process for like Sonomu, so that like for those who are interested in joining the XRPL, and or even the Web3 space, just uh trying to explore and see how, what platforms to check out. Song Muse is one of them, and you could potentially upload your music on here. So first things first, before you get into the Web3 side of things, you would first need to follow like the Web2 protocol of like uploading your music. So um, there's the upload option. So you just Go to the menu, you choose upload. So you can upload a single or you could upload an album. So you have the option of choosing what you want to upload. So first things first, basic information that you usually have, like when you upload into a distributor, which is, you add your basic information. If you feel like the song has explicit content like any profanity, you can click that option. If it's a song cover, something that a song, of course, that is not like original, something that you like doing a rendition of somebody else's song, you have the option to select that as a cover. Streamable, this means that you'll be able to earn micropayments for the song. So this is how you earn in real time, by sitting it as streamable, which is similar to like the Web 2 side. So for every second somebody's streaming your music, you're getting paid out. And I'll just get into, the splits and all of that on once we get through the pages. The next thing is you will be able to sell it digitally. So this is similar to Web 2. Selling a digital sales means that it's selling similar to like iTunes or Amazon Music or Napster. Is You just selling it digitally. This doesn't mean that it's an NFT. You can't move it around the blockchain. It just means that you've purchased it on the platform and it stays on the platform within your account. So you then can be able to set a price for this, and you can choose whatever currencies that we support on the platform. So we support quite a few currencies on the platform that you can sell your music for. You could sell it for XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other, stable coins slash fiat currencies that, are supported on the XRP ledger. The next feature, which we will be enabling soon, is a subscription only option. So this will allow you to have subscribers to your artist page. And once someone has subscribed to your artist page, it means that this music will be exclusively available only for your subscribers. So either a person can purchase it digitally, and or if they are a subscriber, they will be able to access that music, but it won't be streamable to the broader public unless they subscribe to you as an artist. The next option is the user royalty shares. So which this is basically you being able to tokenize your music. This is a Web 3 option basically. So this is completely different to an NFT. So royalty shares means that your fans, this is a way for you to incentivize your fans. So this is where your supporters can now earn from your music by, you know, buying a share of your music basically. So they can buy a share of your song. For example, if I wanted to purchase a share of $1 million plot, I can now earn from the micropayments, the streams that you have accumulated for that song. And even when your song is being purchased digitally, not as an NFT, digitally, then a portion of those the revenue you generate from the sales or the micropayments, a fan will receive a percentage of that based on how many shares they own. So this allows your supporters to invest and earn, from your music and royalty streams as well. So the next option is setting your music as mintable. So this will then allow you as an artist to mint your music as an NFT in the future. So this doesn't mean that when you upload this song that you're actually, releasing right now, creating this whole process, doing this process, doesn't mean that this song is now going to be an NFT once you release it. It means that it is, you are able to in the future create NFT collections, and I'll go through the NFT collection creator option and I'll explain that process. But this is just to upload the music to the platform, and once this song is uploaded, then we automatically this is just to check that hey, this song is now, you can now create multiple NFT collections with this release that you uploading right now. And instead of just having to re-upload this song and create an NFT collection, if you want to create multiple NFTs, it's just for you to have this available so that you can create multiple different NFT collections with this release that you're creating. Then, of course, the next thing is, the song name. This option is just for the digital sales. So the price that you're selling it digitally. The mintable option will get to the NFT collection creator, and I'll explain that process. Um, then you choose a genre. We have a lot of genres that you can choose from. So you'll just be able to search what genre your song is, and um, you can only choose one genre, main genre, and then you can choose multiple subgenres for this release as well. So it can probably be acid jazz, maybe. You can just choose multiple subgenres, and then the next page will be choosing the main artist. So you'll choose who the main artists are. You can either search for an artist, or you can add a new artist. So searching an artist is searching for an existing artist on the platform. So um, you can search for artists that are on the platform, that have accounts, or you can create an account for someone, basically just a placeholder for that artist until they um, join the platform. Until they decide to join the platform, they can claim their artist page, and then whatever micro payments or royalties they receive, they are eligible to receive, will just be pending within their account. Once they have claimed it, then it will go into their wallet. But you can add the information that's needed to just identify this artist, and it's just a placeholder. So you can either search for an existing artist or add a new artist. And then the next one is the featured artist. So who's featured on the song? So you can either search for an artist, or add an artist. Then the next page is just additional information like the ISRC code, which we automatically generate on our end. If you don't have an existing ISRC code, so you could choose a custom one and add your own ISRC code if your song is already on a Web2, Web2 platform. So you could either go that route, or you just use the ISRC code that we automatically generate. Then you have the release date. You can add information about the song details, a brief description of it. And then you can also add the lyrics to your song. So you could allow your supporters to sing along. So we on the platform only support high quality, non-compressed audio files. So you can upload a WAV file to the platform. We don't accept MP3s because we automatically compress the music once it is released, so we can get the highest quality and play the highest quality music on our platform, so that we can work with the uncompressed version of your music, and do what we need to do in terms of like creating a good experience for our listeners. And then of course you can add the cover art by just clicking here, and then you just click here to add the audio. You select whatever audio file you have. Then the next thing is you then the credits. You add the credits for the artists who are included in the music, those maybe who compose the music that aren't really adding any vocals or anything, but like maybe contributed in some way. So you could add an existing artist or create one. Even the writers, you could add who wrote on the song, so you can add the existing artist or somebody new, as well as the producers who produced the song. So if for example you're releasing a song with Diplo, Duckset, right? You would just have to search for him here. You would just type his name and he will pop up here. um, but if it's somebody new who's not on the platform, then you would just have to create their account here. um, and then the next option is we also accept visuals, so you could add a visualizer, which is a 3 to 5 second video. um, it's 3 to 8 seconds. You could add a 3 to 8 second video here. So we will be putting visualizers as well when the music's playing. Or you could, and actually not or, you could also add a music video to the platform. So you could upload a music video for your supporters to watch, and you also earn micropayments for people who are watching your music video as well. So that's other thing that you can um earn from. So I think visuals is more so a better way for your fans to engage. um and then yeah, this is something that also will be allowed to be minted as an NFT. So whatever you upload here, like the audio file and the cover art and your maybe your music video and visualizer, when you click this mintable option, we automatically upload all those files, like your audio files and your visual files and your cover art. We automatically upload it to IPFS for on your behalf, and you don't have to upload all of that to IPFS. So we have like the CID, which is the um, basically the URI to access the files on IPFS for you. So we we upload these files for you, and then we'll be able to get that, so that you don't need to do too much work. This is the only process that you need to do for uploading music. We'll get all the do all the rest of the work for you as an artist, so that you just focus on creating the music as well as just uploading it, similar to web 2 aspect, and then that's it for you. And then the licensing is the sixth page, which is choosing the license for your music. Usually as an indie artist, if you want all of the rights to be yours, it's usually all rights reserved. And then there's other Creative Commons licensing, based on if you want people to be able to, create different versions of your music. There's options for that, but you'll be able to view like the information and get more of a description, brief explanation of each of the licenses and which one suits the music that you're releasing on the platform. And then lastly, this is the last page, which is the payouts page. So this artist payout is who is going to be earning in real time, who's going to be earning micropayments, as well as if you do enable the digital sales aspect, who will be able to earn from the music you're releasing right now. So the song that you're releasing, who's going to be earning. So the people who are you're able to add to this are those who are credited on the song. So it's either the main artist, the featured artist, the artists that, or the names that you added on the credits page, all the names that you add in this credits page. You could add just the names as well as the percentage that they're supposed to earn. So if I add myself, let me go Kamikaze Monster. You would then just need to add the percentage. If this is still red, it means that you haven't added like the percentage. So if I just go cancel, it's still red. So I just give myself, let's say, 60%. And let's say there was another artist that was also on this, then I would give them 40% or whatever. So you could just add all the artists that are able to earn. And then this is the user royalty shares, which is basically the tokenization Web3 side of things. But this is completely different to an NFT. This is basically like you creating a stock for your song. So, for example, your $1 million plot song, if you wanted to create like a stock for it for your fans to invest in your music and earn from it passively. So the payouts happen every 2 weeks. So whatever streams and sales you earn are made from the song within those 2 weeks, uh, portion of it does go to the supporters who have a token for your song or a stock, a share of that song. So what you could do is just create the ticker or like the currency code for for the song. So let's say the song is $1 million plot. Maybe you want to call it uh milli or something, or I guess MDP or something like that. That could be like the currency code. And the maximum length for a code is usually 15 characters. So 15 letters or symbols is the max you could have for your currency code. And then the next thing is, of course, by default, 100 shares are in circulation, so 100 tokens. But this can be fractionalized, so it means that people can have like they don't need to have like one full token. They can have like a portion of a token in order to earn. And then you could also, as an artist, reserve some tokens for yourself, so that like in future, if you want to like just claim them, you can claim them and keep them in your wallet, so that you could also earn have these shares with you, so that you can recoup those shares, or even try to give them away as well, so to give them away to some supporters um as well. So you then set the price for those shares, so you can choose whatever currencies and tokens we support on the platform. So you can choose whatever you want to sell it for. And then the percentage means that this is how much of that micropayments or the music sales will be reserved for the royalties, to for the royalties that the people the shareholders have. So let's say you give them 10%, or let's say 50%, because that's basically, I think, the max. So 50% means that if they buy one token, it means that they have basically they'll receive 0.5% of the music total earnings from your song, basically. So 50%, like let's say micropayments, somebody is streaming your music, 50% of the micropayments will be reserved basically for the shareholders. So if it's 20% will 20% will be reserved for the shareholders. So this is an option for incentivizing your fans. This is another way for them to basically be able to promote your music even more, because they're earning from your music. So this allows them to support you even more. And this is completely different to an NFT. So this is not an NFT at all. This is just a token or a trust line, basically. um uh and it's allowing them to basically um buy and share and create value for your music as well, because they can sell it on the XRPL decks as well. So if they feel like they've earned or made enough from holding this token that you have, or the stock that you have created for your song. They can just sell it, resell it on the decks for maybe a higher value, which kind of creates demand for your music. So that's basically how the platform works with the upload process. So once you have added all this information, then you can release the song. What you'll see is that you'll see the QR code that you have to sign with the Sum wallet, and then once you do sign that, then it'll be uploaded as a digital version. So there's two different versions. So once you have released a song, right, this is what it will be like. It will just be the digital version, and this is not an NFT. So if you did enable the mintable option, it doesn't mean that this is now an NFT. It just means that your song is uploaded similar to you putting it on on Apple Music or a Spotify or Amazon Music. It's just available for you to stream and just to do a lot more with your music. And then if you want to create an NFT, which is basically what you can do. So once you have uploaded it, you can create multiple different NFTs. So you could have like $1 million plot bonus edition. So in order to like create an NFT collection, you would then need to go not to the upload option. You've uploaded the music. So now that if you have set the song as mintable, then you can go to the NFT collection creator. But first, you would need to set us as a minter so that we can mint NFTs on your behalf. And then you would go to the create new NFT collection option. And that's where you'll be able to add like information for your NFT. This is where you could add like additional files to your NFT. You could also add more than just one song. So you could probably even add your project, the project that you have with Duxit. You could add like your whole project to this no spring chicken. You could add like $1 million plot and no spring chicken to make like a new deluxe NFT. So you could work with this in so many different ways instead of just having one NFT like $1 million plot. So you could have multiple different $1 million plot versions just because you've just uploaded this and set this as mintable. And then once you have done that, right, you could also then mint the NFTs personally and keep them in your wallet. This doesn't affect the supply that we have we're able to sell for you. So once you have created your NFT, you will be able to mint NFTs, as well as you could gift NFTs to people. But this will affect the supply that we have, that you've allowed us to sell. So you could either have a fixed supply, or you could have an unlimited supply, meaning you could have an infinite amount of NFTs that people can buy and mint. So it's endless. Or you could have like a fixed supply, like 100 NFTs or 200 NFTs or 1,000 NFTs that Sonamuse can sell for you. But like minting means that you personally, you can mint as many as you want, and that doesn't affect the supply at all. And then you could also whitelist people, allowing people to, if let's say they have you can just have a list of wallet addresses that you want you allowing to mint, or get this NFT for free. You could whitelist them and allow them to get this NFT for free. So it'll just list all the NFT collections that you've created, and then you'll be able to whitelist wallet addresses so that they could be able to get this NFT for free without paying for it. So those are the options that we provide. So if you want to mint an NFT or create an NFT collection, the first thing you would need to do is first upload the song first. or the album, the song or the album, whatever you want to upload, you first need to upload it and then set it as mintable. Once you have set it as mintable, you would then need to go to create new NFT collection. Create new NFT collection is completely different to mint. Minting means that it's an existing collection that you've created and you just want to mint it into your wallet, so that you can have it in your wallet as well. And then the beauty about the platform is we have a music downloader which allows you to, if you have purchased any NFTs, music NFTs, or digital music, you are able to download the music to your computer or whatever device you want to listen to it for offline purposes. So that those are the perks we want to provide in the web3 spaces, that it's not just for you to have it within your wallet, it's more so you also have this web 2 aspect of it, being able to listen to it offline and move around with it, similar to having a CD. And that's what how Sonam Muse views, NFTs. We view it in that sense, so um you can there's endless possibilities with it. And in order for somebody to stream your music overall, if you have uploaded music, they would need to be on a platform. They would need to be able to access the platform. Currently we're still under beta, so we're not open um to the masses or to the public as yet. But people can access the music in the music store. So if you did set your music as digital, available to be purchased digitally, then it means that they can either access your music and listen to it in the music store, but you won't be able to earn micropayments from these streams. If you have created an NFT collection with for your music, they'll also be able to listen to it, because we trying to create the traditional music store like Best Buy, going into those shops and being able to listen to the music before you purchase it, like purchasing a CD. You were able to just go and play the CD a bit and then decide if you wanted to purchase it. So this is what the music store is for. And you won't be able to earn micropayments from the music store, because you're not actually listening on demand. So only if you are on the platform and you've logged in, and um you're an artist, or you're a listener and you've subscribed and paid a $5 subscription. So you pay a $5 subscription to actually listen to music in real time. And that's how artists get paid out on the platform. You subscribe and pay a $5 subscription, and you'll be able to see how your money is going down and where it's going, basically. So whenever I play a song, that's how the artists get paid out in real time, and they get notified. And the platform doesn't take any of the money from that side of the platform when you're getting paid for streams. So that's basically how the platform runs. I hope that wasn't too much information, but yeah, that's basically how the platform works.
Yeah, no, you touched on a lot of really good stuff, man. And a lot of it is really unique, at least out of all the marketplaces that I've been involved in. The streaming thing is becoming one of my favorite parts of it. It's, one of the more consistent little drips, that'll come in instead of just waiting on a sale. And you don't feel pressured to,
Yeah.
be asking somebody to buy every single thing. Really excited to see what I can
Yeah.
try to work in with the yearly subscription stuff too, man. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. That's something we definitely want artists to um earn from, from the most is just having a subscription so that the bigger supporters can just you know be able to get some perks more than just NFT side, but like just being able to support the artists overall and just get exclusive access to some stuff that they release on the platform. And then of course, yeah, as an artist, if you'd have enabled micropayments, and you're able to claim the funds. So first things first, in order to like claim your funds, of course you set whatever how much you within like the amount that you've already accumulated. You set you authorize the claim first. And authorizing doesn't mean that the claim is going into your wallet as yet. It's just so that you saying, hey, it's like you going to the bank saying, yo, I'm authorizing this withdrawal. And then once you've signed that QR code, um, you'll be hit with another message saying, the authorization is successful. Then once you click OK, that's when the process it'll get processed. So you'll sign a QR code. Once you sign that, let me just do an example. So you authorize this claim. If I do sign this QR code, uh, once you sign this QR code, um, you will then be able to, let me just sign this. Uh, Once you have signed that, it will say funds successfully being claimed. So the authorization successful. So once you click OK, that's when you'll be able to receive the funds into your account. But right now, I don't want to claim my funds yet. I still want it to accumulate for a bit. But that's basically what you do. If you do want to claim your funds, just make sure that you click OK after you've authorized the claim, and then it will go into your wallet, so the funds get into your wallet. So if you're an artist and you want to earn micropayments, some artists do have pending funds. If you haven't enabled it, it's still pending in your account, and until you do enable it, you won't be able to see how much of it funds are available as yet. So you'll just need to enable it, and then you'll be able to see what how much you've earned on the platform so far. And the beauty is now you'll be able to also see it in like whatever currency you want to see it in, how much you've earned so far, as well. Um, and yeah, there's so much more that we're currently working on. A thing that we are going to announce, and that's one thing I need to let the people know right now is we currently have disabled the NFT collection creator. We're currently working on adding more IPFS storage platforms. So currently NFT storage, which is the platform that we've been using to upload the NFT contents to IPFS, has changed their their plans and their pricing options, as well as the storage options. So we have temporarily disabled creating NFTs for now. And it will be back up real soon. So if you do have any NFT collections already on the platform, it doesn't affect that at all. So people can still purchase your NFTs and everything like that, but you can't set any music as mintable as yet, and you can't really access the collection creators yet. So we've disabled the feature for now. But once we have fixed and worked out, added more of the features that we are working on right now, we will enable the minting and creating of NFTs again. But people can still purchase NFTs, and listen to NFTs on the platform. It doesn't affect that aspect of things though. So just a announcement there and a disclaimer to those who are planning to release music, but you can still of course upload music for digital purposes and streaming and still earn micropayments though. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
uh
my bad, dude.
yeah,
I was still on mute. But yeah, no,
it's all good.
I got one I'm ready to go with that I just got sitting in the drafts, So every day I get to tinker with it a little bit more and, get it mixed again and redo it and whatever. So I'm just taking my time, dude. I got one ready though, whenever all that's back enabled, and super excited, dude, to keep working with this.
Of course, of course. Looking forward to hearing more music from you. Speaking about like music from you, let me get into some of the music you've released. So you released well, you and Duck said released a project called No Spring Chicken. What was the story behind releasing this project? What was the story behind the title of this project, and some of the songs that you released? Because I feel like some of them are really hard, especially one of my favorites is Issues as well as Bull Run. Would you like to just
I
give us a
feel
brief
that, dude.
explanation of this project?
Yeah, my bad, dude. That put a smile on my face because there's a couple people that I feel like really heard that tape the way that like I wanted Issues to land, because maybe sound wise it might not fit with those other ones, but there's no way I can leave it
Yeah.
off, man. But yeah, dude, No Spring Chicken, dude. When I got in with Duck, we plan on putting out 4 mixtapes, one each season. So it was, we were like late going into the winter though, because I had like just upgraded some of the equipment, and was like trying to learn how to record like half professionally, instead of putting some headphones on and doing it with the phone and like the rough stuff. So we
Yeah.
probably made 16 or 17 songs, dude, and he narrowed it down to that. And I feel like he put together like the perfect list and they flow together. And yeah, dude, we're both super proud of that tape. I'll stand on, man, it's got to be one of the best collections. People got really great singles, but you don't really hear about projects that much, and that one will get tossed around sometimes if you're talking about stuff that's been put out this year. So yeah, but the title and all that, man, it was really just trying to learn how to make all this art and everything. And we got spit out a couple of good things out of the out of the art, and No Spring Chicken, dude, it just landed. I was like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, it kind of made me feel like this was like a debut project though. Though I don't think it is your debut or anything, but it felt like it was a debut of like who
Yeah.
Quacklemore is in a way, and who the Diplo Quacks are. And I was like, oh man, this is a good way for me to kind of get introduced to you guys, because once I saw this project I was like, what the heck is No Spring Chickens? Because I just saw the the cover art and I see a
Yeah,
duck in a
I
chicken
feel you,
suit, and I'm
man. I
like,
see a couple
or
of
in a
sales
sheep
go
a
through.
sheep's clothing in some way, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what is this? And I'm and I heard the project, and I'm like, wow, this is interesting. And I guess the mission is an interesting way to introduce like the whole project, because it kind of does have that feel of like, a duck on a mission in a way, like he's getting introduced into this world of like, getting into this new space, and
Yeah,
and
with
and
no
he's
idea.
plotting to get to some end goal, and you guys and you guys ending with Bull Run is like, yo, you've reached that end goal, and you now, you've made it. And then you guys have the single $1 million plot as well, and it's like, wow, this kind of ties in with everything. And I'm like, okay, you guys kind of plan out everything, and it's real hard. It's real hard for sure. I really feel this project, and we're gonna get into a music break, and I'll be playing a few songs from this project, and then we'll get back into some questions with check. And yeah, we definitely will be speaking a bit more on this aspect of like the music and Web3 space. So let's get into a music break, and we'll be back. Let's get it. Let's get it. This is the Wake and Bake Vibes with Killer Strider. Hey yo, that's my jam. Turn it up.
If you talk to me for long enough, then Lord knows you will realize I got issues. I'll smoke it back to back. If you talk to me for long enough, then Lord knows you will realize I got issues. Them boys switch the bar, me, they got some nerve. I spaz out, I'm on the verge. They talk about me like I ain't heard. Pull up. Wake up, dog. You way too drunk to hit the curb. Don't act surprised when I slur my words. No shit, this whole big fire. That's what happened when drugs and talent merged. A couple beats I'm trying to revisit. I've been with it, trying to fight the urge. All the shit that I went through, now the way I'm feeling untouchable. Oh, you trying to tell me this was God's plan? I ain't never been that gullible. That's real shit, it's all calculated. Got an algorithm for the W. You can hand out a whole blueprint, they'll still ask for another clue. I'm in a fall night, I'm in vain. Tell you I'm alright, it's in vain. Remember, it's ducks. Talk to me for long enough, the Lord knows you realize I got issues. Something wrong with the balance in my brain. I had to cut a couple of my homies off when the money came and they changed. I couldn't keep back them boys playing no games. I'm dolo riding down this part, I ain't never been no lame. My lap, smoking back to back. Till I honeycomb my lungs. So much shit I can speak on. I'm trying to bite my tongue. Imagine you done robbed every plug. They had to graduate to new drugs. Who one with one too many and one more was never enough. Can't take back this shit I did. That's who I was. Talk to me for long enough, and Lord knows you will realize I got issues. And I came out I was out of millennia selling a cutie a day. They were hating. We did, they honestly probably couldn't even relate. That's why I'm antisocial and say to myself, I'm reading people. As if I'm in tune with you, then you knew what to do. Get some money and stay out in the way. Thought my play had too much on it. Already know that I need to be different. Trying to tell me how to live my life. Dumb as fuck if you think I listen. Even if I value your opinions, I make my own decisions. Plus, at the end of the day, if the pressure apply, I know you switching. Can't put no limitations on me. I blew right through that ceiling. No, I don't need no validation, bitch. I know I'm with it. Walk a mile inside my shoes today. Let's see what you do different. Try to tell everybody I'm fine, but really I'm out here tripping. I don't even think nobody but duck see vision. I don't even gotta use words. I can speak duck on their ass. Still be hotter than your last day.
You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes.
You are now.
Whoa, this is a Wake and Bake exclusive.
Listen, diamonds biting like frostbite, missing the pips, but be glad it's night. Fully loaded sedan, two-tone off-white lift kit, stick shift, Xeon fog light. lights, drop the top, I just might get a tan. Switch gears, now it's flying like Peter Pan. Just gave Rose to an Ann, so who need a Dan? Cause she a 5-star like CD Lamb. On I-10 with the gold Dayton rims, going to Houston like Jeremy Lin. Color my car, same color I sprayed the brake. Act surprised, still the best lyricist on the app. Took a break to get closer with my supplier. I had a good year, like the tire. Steering wheel wood grain with dice locks. I'm like Lamont, cause I'm with a red fox. Subwoofers inside the matchbox, like Fred and Wilma. We gonna make the bed rock. Steering wheel wood grain with dice locks. I'm like Lamont, cause I'm with a red fox. Subwoofers inside the matchbox, like Fred and Wilma. We gonna make the bed rock.
My shit too clean, I gotta turn the corner slow. It ain't no jeans up on my seat. Watch how the fuck you shut my door. I'm feeling up at Amoco. I pull my shit right next to bro. My seats is black, white, and honey, looking like a calico knife. Check the halo. They got my tires froze. Look how the sun make it so pretty when I roll slow. He like a master ace, and I was born to roll. I got the woofers, ain't no barking like your old hoe. This for real G's, I got the code though. I make these bitches hot, cause I'm a cold hoe. So you the martyr, huh? I'm watching Martyrdom. Candy paint killed them all, left them in the catacombs. You like the battle, huh? Go get your battle on. This ain't no driver's seat, this a mobile throne. With the street hear me, everything chrome. I put this face up in your face and you gon' phone home.
Steering wheel wood grain with dice locks. I'm like Lamont, cause I'm with a red fox. Subwoofers inside the matchbox, like Fred and Wilma. We gonna make the bed rock. Steering wheel wood grain with dice locks. I'm like Lamont, cause I'm with a red fox. Subwoofers inside the matchbox, like Fred and Wilma. We gonna make the bed rock.
This is the Wake and Bake Vibes with Killer Strider. You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes every Thursday. Come join us.
Yeah. We're back. We're back from that short music break. And I have a quick announcement to make for those who still don't know. We, the Wake and Bake Vibes, are doing a giveaway with As a Party's Pizza for the Schmieda song. So, as you guys know, As a Party, Pizza on XRPL, and Wake and Bake Vibes in collaboration are doing a giveaway for Schmieda song. So if you do participate and purchase the digital version of the Schmieda song, you will be eligible to get a custom As a Party pizza, custom pie, which is a Sona Muse custom pie. So once you do purchase the Schmieda digital song, digital version of the song, you will also be able to get a free Regium token, royalty token, so that you can passively earn from the song as well. So the giveaway ends today. The competition ends today. So I'll be announcing the winners before the show ends. And if you do want to, take part in this, just make sure that you check out my profile on Twitter or X. I will be posting the link below for you to take part in it. So you guys can just easily get some XRP, being taking part in this. And I do believe that the XRPL does side of things. So make sure that if you are interested, you do make that purchase, that Schmieda purchase, so that you can take in earning a custom Sona Muse pizza. There are 3 that will be given away, so there will be 3 lucky winners for the custom pizzas, but there will be also some people who will be able to get some Schmieda Regium shares. So let's get back into it. So you guys just go check out my Twitter account and make sure that you do take part in this to actually get a chance to win a nice pie from as a party's pizza. So let's get it. Let's go. So I'm back with my guest, Check Banchero, and we will be talking about Web3 once again. So, um, Check, I do have some follow-up questions for you. So before we were talking about like, the differences between the Web 2 and Web 3 side, I would like to find out, what are some challenges, some setbacks or challenges faced, in the Web 3 space. Have you ever faced any challenges?
Yeah, sorry, it's I think it might be lagging a little bit for me. But yeah, I mean for sure it wasn't necessarily all smooth sailing, but I mean I did have a good intro to Web 3.
I think you're
But
muted.
can you hear me? We good? I hope you can hear me now. Yo. Yo.
Yep, we check. Can you hear me? There, there. Can you hear me? Yeah, we can hear you. Hmm. I think yeah. Thank you. We lost him. He'll be back. Um. Alrighty. Let's just wait for him to get back. Uh, me get- Okay. Got you back. We got you back. We're back. Okay. So, question was, have you ever had some setbacks or any challenges, within the Web3 space?
I mean, setback, not necessarily. Maybe I'll think of something, but challenges for sure. Realizing that these people are that are releasing music out here are usually doing something else too. So, realizing that you got to be super unique and creative, and just have a plan was the biggest challenge, coming from just making songs with my friends and, uploading them on SoundCloud and stuff to, trying to plan a project, like one that, somebody produced all the beats on it. We worked on them all, Yeah, it was a way different way. So it was kind of challenging for sure, but it was rewarding too. More so than if you popped off some decent view numbers on just one of those other websites, because we got to see some sales
Yeah.
from, use the money, upgrade some of our equipment, and it's like, oh, I see how you could really do this for like a long time. And like you said, getting paid in like whatever crypto you want. So, you start to see, like, you start doing some math, how many songs do I got to make to, make one of these or 100 of these.
Awesome. Yeah. So I guess you answered like the next question I have for you, which is like some of the perks of being in the Web3 space. Do you have any more perks that you see and know being in this area in the Web3 space?
Yeah. Ironically, man, I'm viewing Twitter like way different than I was in the beginning. Because I've way slowed down on releasing music, because now I'm just standing on what I've got up there, as kind of my proof of concept of who I am as an artist on Sonar and, at a couple other places. But from here, I'm like, all right, like I want to plan these projects out, and I'm starting to look at it, and utilize, some of the other musicians and founders and stuff in the space, So that's definitely a perk. You don't get to talk to, this many musicians normally, in just your real life. Like, how would you run into all these people?
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely true. Being able to connect in an easier way, and I guess the Web3 spaces is more friendly, whereas the Web2 side is like it's more music is more like a contact sport in that aspect. Though people want to connect at the same time, but it's more so everybody's wanting to be on their own and do everything on their own and not really seem like they want to seem like a big deal more so than work together with people in the web 2 space. But like web 3, I see people are more up close and understanding and realizing that it's way better to work together in order to see the vision and fulfill these certain goals that you have as an artist. And yeah, those are one of the perks I do see, because everybody's kind and more open in this space. So yeah, I would say that's a really great perk. And true, like Twitter, I see it completely different too. I see it completely differently. When before I used to use it as just micro blogging and just making random posts, but now it's more you got to be strategic and have an idea of how to engage with people, and and I guess with the Web3, you see yourself more as a product or a business, and you need to know how to market yourself really well. So that's basically it. That's how I see it.
Yeah, and sometimes you got to be your publicist out here, man. You got to be your
True.
manager, your publicist, your artist. The everything, man. So, thankfully we have a lot of people like you and all the other developers and creators out there, dude, that really help you along out here. I went from just being the random listener that nobody's seen in the music space, and then they were like, oh, okay, like this guy. And then next thing you start going in every day and you're part of a community now and you don't even know what that means yet, dude, but you're still figuring it out, you know, putting a couple songs up and, the transition into it could be really easy, honestly, the way that we have it set up.
For sure. True. Definitely. I agree with that. Um, what would you think? How would you find a way, or let me rather rephrase this in a better way. Like, what do you think is a better way to start onboarding people into the Web3 space? Because I feel like that's one of the challenges. With the Web3 side of things is people kind of find it hard to get into the blockchain space or the Web3 space. It's hard for them to kind of get an understanding of what it is, and even when they do kind of get an understanding, it's more so setting up wallets and whatnot. What would you say would be an easier way for artists to onboard, or to get people to onboard and get into the Web3 space? What are some ways you think should you know would be a good way to bring these people on?
Yeah, so I would say just the overall ease of access, meaning like the ability for someone to just log in and do it by themselves without ever like coming on Twitter, like has to become easy. It has to be as simple as it used to be, when you went on DistroKid and you put the damn picture up and, you sync up some lyrics if you want to. And, that's pretty much it. On here, there's a lot of stuff that you'll be packing into the metadata, and you're thinking about collection sizes, and you don't even know what the collection is. When it's your first one, who knows? So that's really like one of the hardest parts. That and I was tossing around the idea of giving some of these artists maybe some tools to help them up their quality and stuff. Because that's another barrier too. Is just the quality gap in general. You know, because you feel like you have to
Yeah,
post a
that gap.
certain level of music. And if you can't do that, you can't even play it to begin with to worry about the next question.
Mhm. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's more about the quality now. But at the same time, the beauty about the Web3 space is, it's like it's like how can I say, it's more so like the music space kind of resetting, and it's like starting all over again, somewhat like you know back in the early stages of when music was, being transferred and being accessible. People used to, experiment and play around with the music. It wasn't more so like quality wasn't really a thing. Let me not say it wasn't really a thing, but like it wasn't the main focus. It was more so like just releasing music and having fun and doing things for fun, and that's what the Web3 space is more so about. It's more so about like having fun and enjoying yourself. So artists can kind of release, like maybe they throw away music and they have it as an NFT, or even add those as perks, like maybe their drafts and stuff like that, and have those as for people to enjoy, maybe as like additional files, which is something we allow on the platform, for you to like add additional files, token gate things so that your fans can access them in some way. So there's those kind of things. You could definitely allow your supporters to enjoy, like maybe your throwaway songs that maybe you wouldn't have made an album that you release, and they not really as quality as the songs you put on your album or your mixtape, and that's the beauty about it. You can play around with things like that. So like I feel like the Web3 space is more so like the beginning phases of the music, similar to like you having a CD, an NFT, somewhat like a CD. And that's where I view NFTs, I view them to be like music NFTs to be similar to CDs. And you access the music in that way. You're accessing it so that you can listen to it like a CD and transfer it like a CD, and create that value like those physical copies. So yeah, though it's a collectible, it's something like that. You just transferring and accessing that medium in a different way, but in a digital way. It's like an upgrade of like just the digital aspect of things. But yeah, definitely overall, definitely need to find some way of ease of access, just so that the people can be able to onboard and access the space, especially the supporters and the fans who might be interested in exploring the NFT space. Because there's a stigma about crypto still being a scam, and we gotta try and remove that stigma really, and try to get people to understand that it's more than just that. It's more about you creating value and being in control of your money, you know.
Yeah. One thing I might not have mentioned, totally agree with you on the payment thing, and how do you convince people in real life, to onboard onto something to buy it with that. And that's why I think, some places will, were allowing you to pay with, whatever you wanted, and they'll transfer it into whatever you want to charge for it. You can use your credit card on Sound XYZ or something, or there's different ways to pay. On token tracks and stuff, you can release. It's weird. I don't know. I don't really know enough to get into it, but I know you can get kind of jiggy with it. So
Yeah.
that's good. I hope that the payment rails open up, and I'm able to tell my cousin, hey, I put that collab we did a year ago on chain, here's the link, and he could just buy it with like his debit card, because I might be a way bigger challenge trying to get him to get an XRP wallet. I'm still trying.
Yeah, yeah. That's yeah. The best way is to kind of bridge the two worlds together, and then when they're ready, they can explore the blockchain side. So, yeah. My next question is, so how do you so where what do you think would make it the Web3 music space more pleasing to you? What other things would you like in the Web3 space that would kind of make it more pleasing?
That is something I'm trying to figure out, because I guess I'd say there's days that it's not even really enjoyable to hop on Twitter and go through the carousel, because some days just don't matter as much, in these things that we're trying to be active in the grand scheme of things, and like you said, you being your PFP, and your PFP being your product, and viewing yourself that way on here, it's just it's kind of weird. So that's something I would say for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Just it is like tough. thing to kind of consider because it is fairly new and there's always room for improvement within the space
Yeah,
to
so
navigate.
getting like getting, it's like, do you get on more apps, or do you limit it? These are questions I've been asking myself lately, where it's like, how active do you want to be on this account? Because at what point does a founder of just an average NFT project, I mean, they have a different account for their thing, than they probably got a personal, you know. So, but like, we live inside of this like image all day, you know. So it's like, you don't want to piss anybody off. You want to show up to the places that you said you're going to show up to. So, I think a way to help grow would be to definitely, just kind of, blaze some of these paths out and say, look, dude, if you want to sell, infinite, NFTs for $1, go for it. This is the way you do it, or you could go this other value and rarity way, or you could go, the shares way. There's going to be more ways. But it's like we ain't done like enough crossovers yet. Like we're still like Bob Cousy out here, we haven't got to Allen Iverson options with what we can do yet.
For sure, for sure. Yeah. So speaking of that, like where where do you see the Web3 space, in maybe 5 years? Where do you think it may go? What's your thoughts on that?
I think you're gonna start seeing a lot more people take that kind of Snoop route that he came in here with open verses and accessibility, so you can go get your verses from some of these guys that we all know, so it opens up a big collab door if they're willing to peek through it. And then it also lets people get somewhere in between, side hustler and a superstar, with some pretty good music and like a good personality, and just move right out here, and just make sure you're coming better and better every time. And there's people doing it, so there's no reason the next person can't. I see, the opportunity, being another thing. Let's see, man. I see us figuring out a way to get prepaid for our projects, the way that some of these, more traditional NFTs do. They'll put their roadmap, hey, we're going to sell these, and we're gonna it's gonna pay for the album or something, you know what I mean? Like, for some reason the musicians have never figured out how to get the money before the gig, to be
Yeah.
able to build something out, because what do you do with your diamond in the rough out here right now? You find somebody halfway across the country, dude, but like they don't even have a good enough phone to get on BandLab. So it's like, how do you get that guy in the studio, you know So I think figuring out a way to be able to prepay for like a bigger project would be really cool, on a 5-year trajectory. And then, I think you can see a lot of eyes being opened, about just how, it's like the new band camp and all that, just like better.
Yeah.
Because
Definitely.
older artists are still, they got Bandcamp, and they might have some merch on a website, but doing it out here is way cleaner, way smoother, way faster. And if early like this, like, it's small enough that like you can really carve a lane out here and get something going.
For sure, for sure. Agreed. Agreed. Yeah. I do actually look forward to, the bigger artists starting to get into the space and bringing the masses too into this space, so that they understand that it's more about uh being free and having like a decentralized way of doing things, and having the freedom to do things without having any um, central authority to control you as a person, especially even as an artist or a consumer. You wouldn't want to have somebody stopping you from making certain purchases. You want to have the freedom to do that yourself. And yeah, I do hope that in the future there's people do realize that the world is our oyster, and they could actually just do things with ease and have fun, and access what you need to access with freedom, and support who you want to support without any borders. That's a beautiful thing. Like somebody from all the way in Timbuktu could basically support you, and you don't really need to worry about any of the fees and whatnot. It's just easy in that way. So that's what I do hope to see more of, like cross-border payments being one of those things, and ease of access for sure happening.
Yeah, and even when you say, hopefully bring in the bigger artists over, and it's like I never think that they're gonna be like in the space with me in the morning, but
Mhm.
I could see them coming on and doing, I could see a Taylor Swift pass, a token gated Swifty pass, in the whatever platform ends up winning the race, whichever way they go.
For
So
sure.
I could see things like that happening with mainstream artists, but I think the world is trying to figure out a way to monetize everything, because money is just getting so tight everywhere. So
Mhm.
they have to figure out a way to turn like a good but not great musician into like a Uber side gig, and that's like the realistic end game for somebody that doesn't become a star,
Mhm.
is you can still come out here and make some money, and that's exciting.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. um those are all the questions I have for you. But I have one last segment that we're gonna get into called overrated and underrated. Um, I'll be explaining what you do there. Are you ready?
Yeah, dude, let's do it.
Life ain't really tragic, cause life is really magic. It's full of a lot of tricks, like a hat loaded with rabbits. You always get a chance, so you gotta go out and grab it.
Okay, okay. So you know the deal. For those who are used to being on the show, everybody uh who is on the Twitter side, everybody's on the Instagram side, on the YouTube side. You know how the show goes. If you don't, overrated, underrated, I give our guests some topics, three topics. They will tell me if they think the topic is overrated or underrated, as well as their reasons. So if you are on the social platforms, you guys can also partake by giving your answers out in the chat. Tell us if you think it's overrated or underrated and why. So the first one for you, Check Banchero, is meme coins. Do you think meme coins are overrated or underrated?
My bad, I was on mute. Overrated.
Think they're overrated. Okay, so why do you think they're overrated?
For the most part, it's a death trap for the low IQ investor. A certain amount of people are allowed to make money in those things. Maybe there's a discussion about if it's like a rug or something, it's a little different. But for the most part, dude, you see somebody on Twitter that made some money in this shit. Next thing you know, you buy it, and it doesn't go that way for you, dude. People are just taking advantage of people left and right. So overrated.
Yeah, okay. So I agree with that. I think it's a quick money making scheme. Um, you should know when to get out if you are, in quite a savvy guy in the blockchain space. But overall, I think the meme coins are not good with educating the masses. It may be a good starting point, but not a real good one though. It may help out in some ways by showing the masses that this is what crypto does, but it
Yeah, it's
doesn't
great for
really,
onboarding for sure.
yeah, for
You can get your buddies, to get that Dogecoin, but it's hard to get them to, DCA into something, a blue chip. But yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
For sure, like you just hit the nail on the head. Like it's it's definitely hard to convince them to invest in something more you know profitable in the future, or invest in something that may help them in the long run. And rather than because the thing is, the news mostly focuses on these meme coins and pushes those agendas instead of the serious stuff. And that's why the people are easily susceptible to investing in those, and not focus on the real utility, and not realize that crypto is more about utility than just making money. And yeah,
Yeah.
that's why the meme coins, I agree, they're overrated. I think it's overrated too. So I'm glad we're on the same page with that one. Overrated for sure. Okay, so my second one, the second topic is CDs, cassettes, and vinyls. What are your thoughts on those? Do you think they're overrated or underrated?
Well, I mean, I wish I could break it into three because I think a cassette is definitely overrated, but
Hmm.
vinyl and a CD will forever be underrated. You
Hmm.
can use them as art. 10 years later, when you lose the vinyl, that freaking cover is still clean. It still looks good. You set that thing up. And the once a year glance at your old CD pile, dude. If that doesn't still put a smile on your face, dude, so underrated.
True, true, true. To be honest, I think cassettes are underrated though. I feel like cassette tapes are
No,
really
that's crazy.
underrated, man. To be honest, like it's just a whole vintage way. Like it's so crazy. Like just to have your music in that like cassette, man. It's like it's the same thing as having like a VCR, man. It's like that is so vintage, man. Imagine having your music on there and like having it in an analog like kind of way, and being able to just play it back in that aspect. CDs, yeah, they are underrated too. I feel like vinyls and CDs are heavily underrated because having that physical copy is very important. Having the feel of that music and knowing that you can forever rewind and play it, and not lose it in any digital you know I don't want to say like you know any kind of electromagnetic interference, or something that could cause the disruption of losing any digital content. Being able to have it in those physical forms is amazing. It's just like a way of storing files and information, so they stand the test of time. And cassettes, I think cassettes last longer. Do they can last longer, and it's really harder for you to kind of damage a cassette. If you damage a cassette, the only way to damage a cassette is to damage the tape which is in it. So with CDs, if it's scratched, it's gone. If it's vinyl, if it's scratched, it's kind of damaged. So like you kind of can lose stuff that way. But cassette is kind of like you can still access it, but it's just the tape that stores everything. So you could move that tape even to another cassette, you know.
Yeah, I guess I'm looking at it more from like a I don't know, man. It's just they're like your go-to when the power goes out. They're
Oh
your
yeah,
go-to when you're in your, when the aux cord and your homie's like '06, like is, staticky.
yeah,
Everyone that has a car, that, isn't locked in Bluetooth and all that, dude. They got a couple emergency CDs in there, dude. I'm telling
for
you,
sure.
they're in the glove box, and they're four really good ones. Like they never have a bad one.
For sure, yeah, like you're correct with that. Like if you want to listen to it in the car, then yeah, CDs and that's definitely the go-to.
It's
And
just
I still
clutch,
feel like
dude.
yeah, cars should still have CD players, but they slowly removing those, which is lame, you know.
Yeah, it's just clutch, man. And then the sound quality off of a vinyl. But yeah, anyway, dude, go for it.
Hundreds, hundreds. So I guess yeah, it's underrated. I think like all three are underrated though overall. All right, so final one. Final one is sneak dissing. So what do you think of sneak dissing?
Dude, a lot of people got to play that answer politically correct, dude. But it happens for sure. Even if you can't have a forever fake, op in your raps, dude. To put it like in a simple way, you know, because even if it's somebody that's just doing it for the love of the wordplay out there, right? Imagine, little nerd rapper or something, you know, doesn't have anybody. He's thinking about somebody when he's writing it. So sneak dissing is always
Mm,
happening, dude. Somebody's always, and a lot of people feel like their energy and their support doesn't get, reciprocated and stuff. So I don't know. I mean, I see it happening a little bit. I've heard some stuff. I've seen some good Twitter beefs in under a year. Over a handful. So, and
mm.
that's how they start. You know. So
For sure,
sneak
for
dissing,
sure. So
sneak
what's your
dissing,
thoughts?
man,
Do you
is
think it's
low.
underrated or overrated?
My bad, dude. Sneak dissing is low key underrated. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's low key underrated, dude. I don't know.
For sure, for sure.
I
Okay,
can't
cool.
say it's overrated because when you do it right, it's underrated. Because if you can really get somebody's blood
Yeah.
boiling off like a half a sentence on like some J. Cole, where it's like only that person know you're talking about it, dude. Oh yeah, underrated.
True, true. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, like sneak dissing. Yeah, like you said, if you know how to do it right, and the person who people, there's definitely people who listen, and if the shoe fits, wear it, man. It may it may like affect a whole lot of people that you probably weren't trying to attack at the time, or this at the time, and they may feel some type of way because yeah, that's basically how that this works. But at the same time, I feel like it's also overrated, rather just directly mention the person. If you really have the balls to do it, just directly mention them and mention them and speak to them, about it. But sometimes you do need to just address it in some way and just vent out without really causing any drama so that, it doesn't escalate to some forms that you probably don't want it to get to. So for me, I guess I'm in between. I'm in between with this one. It's like in betweener for me.
Yeah, you land right at like I wouldn't really do a whole lot of sneak dissing, and I
Mm,
wish a lot of people wouldn't. But so dude,
Mm.
sometimes there's a need for it, dude. Sometimes you
Yeah.
got to pull a Birdman and sit down at the Breakfast Club, dude, and tell them to put some respect on your shit.
Click on your name. Let's go.
That could happen, with an artist, dude. Like you could release 2 or 3 bangers like that you feel like didn't get heard, and then it's like, dude, you come switch the whole sound. Next thing
Yeah,
you know, dude, you're getting into like a whole different. It's like it's a challenge, to
mm,
overcome the sneak diss, dude, or sometimes it's the motivation to like create something crazy.
for sure. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you for sure. So yeah, that's basically the overrated, underrated. Appreciate you, pulling through. It was great getting to know you. And I have a last question for you, which is, what is your definition of success?
On like in the Web3 music way, or like Confucius said, dude.
Yeah, in life, in general, it can be a generality in terms of life or even in terms
Yeah.
of your music.
All
So,
right. I
what's
mean,
success?
in general, dude, I believe in doing a lot of things in life in moderation and being realistic. So, I feel like, overshooting what you think that you might turn something into is usually a bad way to start. Anytime I thought about the money or the payoff first, dude, I ended up, disappointed. So,
Mm,
as long as I got everything paid for and there's an extra room or two in the house, then, we're good.
for
But
sure.
from the music perspective, you know, I've went through so many ups and downs in how I felt about like whether I should post or if I'm posting the right or the wrong things, that like I've completely like bought into just finding some multiplier of the fans that I've already got in this first year that I'm in. Whether I need to get 10 times as many or 100, it's like I already know I figured out how to get one. So I plan on building up, a little cool army of, Czech Banchero supporters, dude, that are, hopefully gonna, dive into this new stuff I got coming. And let's get it cracking.
For sure. I feel you. For sure. Appreciate that answer. Um, and I agree. Like a lot of artists, we do tend to be like self-conscious, and we tend to question
Yeah.
like
I mean,
whether
dude,
it's good to release or not.
yeah, I don't even wake up with it on my mind that there's like the platinum like move to LA opportunity coming tomorrow. Because I'm not gonna disappoint myself every day. In my
Mhm.
mind, yeah, dude. Every time I make a song, I think it's on and popping. But you gotta
Mm,
be cool. You gotta be cool with growing your fan base, dude. And like you gotta like start off with like one sale, and then like you gotta sell 3, and then you gotta
mm,
sell 7, and then you're like, oh, like maybe I should only do 25 copies, instead of 100. You
mm.
start tweaking it. Next thing you know, dude, you look up and there's a couple handfuls of people that bought 2 or 3 or 4 of your songs, and you got a following, dude.
For
So
sure. Yeah, that's a great way to actually look at things. It's like just, tweak things and you can see it calculate it, the way things work out for you because you know the metrics and you know the stats that you see. So yeah, that's the beauty of it. And you create your own success through that aspect. So yeah, appreciate that answer, Check Banchero. One final question is, where can people find you? Well, where can people get a hold of Check Banchero?
yeah, so I've made it a kind of a goal to make sure I have a little bit of a sprinkler, starter pack everywhere. So, you can start right there on YouTube or Apple or whatever you get your music on. You'll get the standard edition of my newest CD. It'll be 8 songs on there that you dive into. And then, there's plenty of other stuff on my YouTube and TikTok and all that. That's the Web 2 side. Those are the socials. And then, Sonar Muse with No Spring Chicken and $1 Million Plot. And then I also have probably 6 or 7 drops on Sound XYZ. And one collection right now, about to be 2 on NF Tempo. But just trying to get some music videos and stuff. So trying to just up the quality as I go,
For sure. Awesome. Appreciate you pulling through. Check Banchero. It was great having you on the show. We hope to have you back again. Looking forward to all the new releases that you will put out there in the Web3 space. I will look out for them, and all the best, man. I'm gonna play one last song from you. From the No Spring Chickens project, which will be Bull Run. Would you like to explain that track? Would you like to let us know more about that track? Like how did that one come about?
Yeah, dude. Bull Run. Let's say that a picture 5-6 months younger Czech, sitting here thinking, I got some tracks like the ones we heard earlier, Issues, and as you dive into my catalog, you'll notice there's a couple of different styles. But as artists do, you sit there one day and you go, dude, I'm trying to write a hit, and I'm like brand new in Web3. I'm a month in, a couple of sales under my belt, dude, and I come up with this Bull Run right here, dude. And just a reminder about the time, dude. It was a good time, going from last August into the beginning of the year, and shit was up and we were feeling ourselves, dude. So, and at the end of the day, we're all a bull run away, bro. If we play our money right out here, a broke clock is right twice, dude. Eventually, like, your time's gonna come. And you just got to make sure that, you don't screw yourself over before that happens. We're all, we're a bull run away. But yeah, take it away, bro.
For sure. I think for sure. Appreciate you. Let's get into the music, and yeah, we'll see everyone next week on the Wake and Bake Vibes. But before I close, I'll be back. We're just gonna have a short music break, and then I'll be doing the giveaway for the Schmieda custom as a parties pizzas. Also make an announcement on Twitter a bit later for the winners. But let's get it. This is Bull Run by Check Banchero. Let's get into that hot fire track. Straight out the spring, No Spring Chicken. And make sure you check out that project. You can buy the NFT as well. There's a digital, there's no digital version. I don't think there's a digital version available for sale, but you can purchase the songs individually too. You can buy the digital version of each song on the platform.
Yeah,
as well.
I want to say the tape itself should be up there for 10 XRP, and singles might be like 5 each. So it's like we priced it to where it's like, dude, just buy the whole thing. It's a good package. If you don't think that, if you didn't think that one was going to grow on you, dude, I promise it is. These are 5 bangers that we put on the chain and, put everybody on notice, dude. But yeah, go for it.
Yeah, let's
Hey, yo,
go.
that's my jam. Turn it up.
You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes every Thursday. Come join us and catch some vibes. Spark one.
You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes.
Couldn't be in my lane, they all ain't. Man, thought had to play for the long game. We a bull run away, no more hard days. Man, thought had to play for the long game.
1,000 combos!
Yo, Coinbase up, yo, Coinbase up. I finally just muted the messages. Yo, Coinbase out, yo, Coinbase out. I finally just muted the messages. Had to make a decision to get it for everyone out there that's saying I'd never win. Remember back in the day, I was smoking on minutes before they show me what pressure is. I've been patiently waiting one day I'ma make it, but we all know how long forever is. I be too turned up about showing my ass. I need to control my adrenaline. I should probably let you know before I get going this bitch that I'm rolling up medicine. I hold up my hand in the bottom, control what I can't keep on doing my diligence. Remember the people that sound would make it the same ones stuck in the villages. I roll up the world with at least 2 grams in that bitch. I ain't passed no skin pop. I know COVID is fake, but depending how I'm feeling that day, might be putting my mask on. Could they hate to keep testing me, trying to get the best of me, trying to fill my head up with bad thoughts. Caught up to my potential, I'm on pace. Never switch, always did this shit my way. Couldn't be in my lane, cause they all lame. Man, thought had to play for the long game. We a bull run away, no more hard days. Man, thought had to play for the long game. We a bull run away, no more hard days. OG said Maxi, what I had to do in my defense. You better let me get the ball back. I came a long way from scraping up stat checks. At the end of the day, they still playing ace. With somebody in the game that I can't play. I've been doing my thing so they can't hate. Hating niggas with the weed for the cross day. I'm trying to learn how to deal with the off day. To my potential, I'm on pace. Never switch, always do this shit my way. Couldn't be in my lane, cause they all lane. Man, thought had to play for the long game. We a bull run away, no more hard days. Man, thought had to play for the long game. We a bull run away, no more hard days. Yo, Coinbase out, yo, Coinbase out. I finally just muted the messages. Yo, Coinbase out, yo, Coinbase out. I finally just muted the messages. Caught up to my potential, I'm on pace. Never switch, always did this shit my way. Couldn't be in my lane, cause they all lame. Man, thought had to play for the long game. We a bull run away, no more hard days. Man, thought had to play for the long game. We a bull run away, no more hard days.
Yeah, dude, Slider.
Let's go. This is the Wake and Bake Vibes with Killer Strider.
Excel. Let's go. I have to deal with all this pain in me. Cause I've been going through some things my day. Cause I just lost my mother and I can't let go. Trying to get up, get back to the hustle, and continue with this legacy. I'm trying hard to accept it. Keep thinking about how now I'm independent. I got my siblings, but we have now lost both of our parents' physical presence. Now it's all up to us next descendants to carry on out this legacy and let go of the adolescence. Time to be the man. Don't bottle it up and express them feelings. Trying to be that tough guy really isn't the best for healing. We have to acknowledge it, aim to regain that confidence, to get ourselves on track and keep on succeeding on our promises. Cause mama would want that, gotta get back up and go. Because we have the future generations to show, not just how to survive. Respect what keeps us alive and spread the love until the day that I have to deal with all this pain in me. Cause I've been going through some things my day. Cause I just lost my mother and I can't let go. Trying to get up, get back to the hustle, and continue with this legacy. Even though will miss you always. I know that everything is okay. Yo, everything is okay. You're reunited with the ones that all paved the pathway to heaven, waiting for you right at the gate. Yo, mama, don't worry about us. You taught us how to be tough. Even when things got pretty rough, you held it down like it was nothing. You always had fed my ass and always provided me a roof. Till I was able to pay my own way and return some love back to you. I was dreading the day I wake up when I can't just call and talk to you. It was my worst damn fear, and I can't believe it come true. I know it's life, my G. It was too early, that's the truth. I gotta accept this shit. But for now, I have to deal with all this pain in me. Cause I've been going through some things, my J. Cause I just lost my mother and I can't let go. Trying to get up, get back to the hustle, and continue with this legacy. I have to deal with all this pain in me. Deal with all this pain in me. I can't let go. Can't let go.
All right. We're back with the Wake and Bake vibes. Let's go. Now we're gonna get into the Shemitah giveaway. Okay, so now the way I'm gonna do this is I'm going to select 3 lucky winners randomly from the list of people who filled in the form. So from here, I see, okay, there's 5 people who took part in this. I wish there were more, but let's get into it. We're going to choose and generate randomly, and I'm going to pick the names from this list in the order that these people did. These people did, fill in the form. So let's get into it. Okay, so number 5. Okay, number 5 was Kitty Cat Helen. Let's give it up for Kitty Cat Helen. You'll be getting a Shemitah custom pizza pie from As a Parties. So that's the first person. Let's go with, okay, there's no repeats. We don't want no repeats. Hopefully that works. Let's not choose that number. Let's go with the next one. Number 4. Okay. Seems like this person doesn't have a Twitter account. They just put their address. So I'm just going to put them there, but I guess they don't have a Twitter. I will just give you the NFT and send it to your wallet. And let's go with the last person. I hope you're ready. Let's get it. Number 2. Number 2 is Adam Wonders. Shout out to Adam Wonders. You got a custom Shemitah pizza pie. I'll be sending that to you guys. Congratulations to all the winners. You guys will be getting your pizza pies, custom As a Parties pizza pies. Appreciate everybody who participated. I will also be sending out your Regium tokens. Please make sure that you create your trust line. So if you are here on the show, please make sure you do that, and you will be receiving your custom Shemitah NFT. So with all that said, let's get into it. Let me play the Shemitah song, and then we close out from here. So I am your host, Killer Strider. Thank you to everybody for pulling through to the Wake and Bake Vibes. Dicenium boy left my shades off, but let's get into it. You know how it is. I'll see you guys again next week for another dope dosage. Shout out to our guest, Check Banchero. It was great to have him on the show. It's great to know about all these Web3 artists and what their visions of like the Web3 space and where they think it's gonna go. So it was a great episode, great information, received, and I hope you guys also got some information too. But without further ado, let's get into it. This is the Wake and Bake Vibes. I am your host, Killer Strider, and I'll see you next week. Let's get it.
This is the Wake and Bake Vibes with Killer Strider. This is a Wake.
Hey yo, that's my jam. Turn it up.
Take it to another motherfucking song, nigga. That's just the intro. What it is. Here's the other shit. Bitch.
Special stage.
Let's go! Let's go!
It's me the time, we the real Jews, better keep in mind who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine with an eagle eye. It's me the time, we the real Jews, better keep in mind who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine with an eagle eye. Kicking it like Galatasaray. I'm ballin' real hard with a magic play. No shortcuts brought to the harder way. I'm on that Mars champagne, Rupert Chardonnay. If I'm on that brown, then it's Grand Marnier. I stepped up my frames, these are Cartier. I ain't too drunk to speak, I ain't too blind to see that every 7 years, look what they did to me. 1966, financial crisis. 73, it was an oil shock. 1980, a hard recession. In 1987, they ain't learned a lesson. 1994, did you second guess it? A bomb market crash while you Clinton rapping. 2001, that was 9/11. In 2008, Obama recession. 2015, mega crash alert. 2022, cradle ISO 22. The prices might reduce, better calculate your moves. They don't want to have a truce, they just want to see you lose. My country owe a couple $1 trillion. Why you think we got all this money problems? I'm running up my digital cash, cause we can't afford another market crash. Me the time. We the real Jews, better keep in mind. Who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine. With an eagle eye, me the time. We the real Jews, better keep in mind. Who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine. With an eagle eye.
It's Schmieder, can't believe ya. I'ma tell you one time, Justin Bieber. Tip of the financial scale like a Libra. Digital cash, my wallet looking greener. The greatest transfer of wealth. Gotta keep it low key, gotta keep it stealth. Focus on the risk, seeing everything out. Play your cards, writing them, said what you doubt. African New Year at the same time though. We real juice, let me ain't lie though. With the recession, why didn't I know everything's gonna be okay? Have I hope this difference between you and me? Show me the top 17-year platinum jubilee. Read between the lines and the truth you will see it's inevitable. Rest in peace to the queen. Now I'm talking about the banknotes. I don't really care, y'all. I'm an asshole. Let the money swim to me like a tadpole. I'm getting high like the prices of gas though. The last big event was 17 years ago. This is a once in a lifetime event for me. Can't miss out on this opportunity. And I give no fucks, truthfully. Right place at the right time, that's where you should be. But you're asleep, can't wake up a flock of sheep. Truth is in plain sight, it ain't that deep. Got my eyes in the keyhole, watch me peep. Following the money trail, I look like a creep. Dirty money on the floor, watch me sweep. Keep my money in my pants like my breeze. My money talks, so it don't keep it brief. Schmieder or Schmieder, golden standard like Midas. My eye is on the prize. Financial crisis is almost on the rise, and that's how I'm moving on the real though. Can you tell me what's real though? Hold my money in escrow, I'm feeling like Drake. I got money to blow. XRP, watch the liquidity flow.
Cause me the time. We the real Jews, better keep in mind. Who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine. With an eagle eye, me the time. We the real Jews, better keep in mind. Who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine. With an eagle eye.
Come back again.
Your time is come and gone. It's our turn now.
I've had enough. It ends here.